Morrissette, and I'm curatorial resident here at the Thunder Bay Art Gallery. And Carl Beam is an artist who we're not unfamiliar with showing. He's from Michigan, Ontario in Manitoulin area. And this piece here is actually from our collection. So it's from a show that was here in 1984.
And what's the name of that piece?
Exorcism.
And for this piece, he even involved an element of performance art. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the night of the opening, Beam had asked a local archer to come in to shoot the arrows that you see, and so as you can imagine, they had to get quite a distance from the work, but Beam had sort of choreographed the placement that he had hoped for the arrows, and then he ended up placing the hatchets himself. There is an interesting conversation with Beam's work around this idea of native art, artist as native. I guess it's just interesting how people are defined and how people choose to define themselves. And certainly there's very productive conversations to be had there about the shape and scope of contemporary Aboriginal art practice today.
And what is the Thunder Bay Art Gallery's mission statement when it comes to showcasing or exhibiting Aboriginal First Nations artists and their work?
Well, the Thunder Bay Art Gallery has, since the 1980s, shown a commitment to collecting and exhibiting works by contemporary Aboriginal artists, and so that includes First Nations, Inuit, Métis artists in no particular geographic region, but that said, there is an emphasis on this local region, northwestern Ontario, and in recent years, the collection has come to include local artists as well, non-Aboriginal artists, and we show that commitment through our programming as well as our collecting practices.
And why do you think it's important to showcase the works of Native people?
It's important that the gallery shows works by contemporary Aboriginal artists. I think that there has been a certain history of exhibition that's sort of wanting with this kind of work, and providing a kind of critical edge to that exhibition is especially important as well.
Do you have a favorite piece that speaks to you over and over again?
That's a really hard question to answer. I should say that the exhibition was curated by Greg Hill at the National Gallery, so I haven't been looking at the works as long as he has, but certainly in planning for the show to come home, I have been thinking a lot about this piece, Time Warp in particular, which is a very large scale, one of the largest works that we've ever shown here, 40 feet long. Just the kind of layering and texture with the materials that he's using, but also the sort of foreground of text interspersed with images of different people that he, repeating elements actually that flow through so many of his works. So. It's the largest piece by far that we've installed here at the gallery. So working with the National Gallery of Canada, they, I should say, devised some very clever ways of installing. We had drawn upon the community to get at least 10 people in to help lift it up. It was unrolled onto a wall which was built especially for this piece and then raised up and stapled to the wall. So it was a very interesting process, and one which I love.